The person you are when no one is watching, that's the most honest version of yourself you'll ever meet. Most of us behave well enough when someone's looking. We hold the door, we keep our word, we do the job right. But close the office door, send everyone home, turn off the camera, and that's where character actually gets made. Not in big public moments, in small, unseen ones. The word integrity shares a root with integer, a whole number, nothing missing. A person of integrity is the same person in private as in public. No gap between who they appear to be and who they actually are. That's harder than it sounds. We're more patient with neighbors than with family, more honest at work than on a tax form, more generous when someone might notice. None of that makes us villains. It makes us human. But the gap is worth noticing and worth slowly, honestly, closing. Marcus Aurelius wrote that a man should act as if each act were his last. Not from fear, but because the quality of each act matters in itself. Not for applause, not for the record, for its own sake. Here's a plain truth. The small private moments add up. They form habits, and habits form character. If you cut corners when no one is watching, cutting corners starts to feel normal. If you tell small lies in low-stakes moments, lying gets easier when the stakes are high. The brain doesn't separate your private self from your public self the way you might hope. What you practice, you become. Viktor Frankl observed that even under the most extreme conditions, a person retains the freedom to choose how they respond. The world can take almost everything, but the quality of your own choices, especially the ones no one sees, that remains yours. So what does this look like in practice? Start with one question. Ask yourself, what would I do if I were certain no one would ever know? Then notice the gap between that answer and what you do publicly. That gap is the work. Keep small promises to yourself. If you say you'll wake at 6, wake at 6, even when no one would know the difference. Self-trust is built the same way trust with others is built, through kept promises. And watch the rationalizations. The mind is creative when it wants to let us off the hook. Nobody got hurt. It's such a small thing. Those thoughts deserve a second look. Nobody does this perfectly. Everyone cuts corners sometimes. The goal isn't perfection, it's direction. This week, pick one place where your private behavior doesn't quite match your public standard. Then once do the harder thing, even though no one will know. That quiet, solid feeling afterward, that's what integrity feels like.